Do you think there's many people carrying STDs that don't even know that they have an STD?
Women especially. Because for them, it's a way of life. If they have a burning while passing urine or they have an itchy vagina, they think it's a way of life because their elder sister or somebody in the family or somebody in the neighborhood also has that. Unless they go to a gynecologist who takes pains to look at the cervix, takes some samples, the STD may never be diagnosed. So the diagnosis has to be done. And most important is, of course, beyond this prevention, the person needs to be aware that if he has had an exposure, he must get himself checked. Because that's the least he can do after that. Because by then the testosterone surge has come down and the spur of the moment has gone. Now you have time to think yourself. You should get yourself examined. Go to the specialist, run the tests, see what you can do about it.
What are the common ones you see in India?
We see a lot of herpes simplex virus. Herpes simplex virus is one of the commonest these days, and we also see gonorrhea. Syphilis, we don't see, at least doesn't come to urologists as much. Maybe it is going to the dermatologist because it is the secondary syphilis and the tertiary syphilis that comes over.
What is that? What is primary, secondary, tertiary?
So primary syphilis is a lesion it's a affection of the glans penis. There's this thing that comes up and it's like a sore which heals on its own.
Like a pimple?
That's right. No, it breaks down, forms an ulcer or something.
Okay.
That guy forgets it, but then it resurfaces after a few years as secondary syphilis. So there are certain inflammatory nodules all over the body. It can happen anywhere. We call it gamma. But then these things are rare as compared to what they were 50 years ago. Because the tertiary and syphilis, secondary syphilis, they don't come to a urologist, then I am not in a good position to answer that question. But certainly I see a lot of gonorrhea.
How does it look?
The syphilis.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea looks like there is a painful urination. The person presents with painful and pus coming out of the urethra. It's really pus. Like if you have seen somebody has a pimple which cracks and there is pus exuding. So there's pus coming from the urethra. So it is staining the undergarment.